Thanks for joining us, and welcome to PO Sports Talk. I'm Ed Gottwals, along with co-host Joel Rainier, who's getting ready for the Phillies game tomorrow. I'm not sure what day you're going to be watching this, but this is being done Tuesday night, and Joel's pretty cranked up for the Phillies. The highlight of Week 6 of the high school football season is the battle for first place in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Gettysburg's 3-2, but they're 2-0 in the division, and they're traveling to Greencastle to play the Blue Devils, who are 5-0 and also 2-0 in the division. I've seen both these teams play. Actually, I saw them both against Chambersburg, and it looks to me like it might come down to whether or not Greencastle's defense, which is pretty good, can stop the big play potential in Gettysburg.
Yeah, Coach Tinninas threw out Susquehanna Township in comparing Gettysburg's speed, so that's one of the fastest teams in the Mid-Penn. And Greencastle will certainly have their hands full. I think one advantage is they've already played Township and know that type of speed, so they know how to react. And two, it's on grass, which is always a slower surface. So if Greencastle can wear them out, the third and fourth quarter could be open up big running lanes for Greencastle's offense if they can, wear them out along the lines.
Well, when Chambersburg played Gettysburg, they caught up a lot of yards with a more conservative kind of offense, and but Gettysburg just kept getting these big plays, and they couldn't stop them. But I do think Greencastle will have a little more to go on in terms of watching film and all that kind of stuff. So.
And Greencastle, if they win this one, they have a good shot to run the table. I mean, there's Shippensburg and Big Spring and Northern, but they'll be favored in those games, I would assume. And you would consider it a slight upset if they would lose to any of those teams.
Yeah, probably a big upset, actually.
Yeah.
What was the series record between Gettysburg and Greencastle?
I think it was 17-1, but the last game was 1991, so I guess the Blue Devils owe them 1 or 2.
Well, Greencastle wasn't the same kind of football team back then they are now, no question. All right, looking at the rest of the schedule on Friday night, we have Shippensburg at West Perry, James Buchanan at Northern, and Waynesboro at Big Spring. Those are all 7 o'clock games. Saturday, Chambersburg plays at Harrisburg at 2, and Mercersburg Academy hosts Blair at 6:30. They'll play that game at James Buchanan. Now let's take a look at these games. On Friday, Shippensburg at West Perry. I know West Perry won their first game last week, beating Big Spring at overtime. Big Spring just beat Shippensburg the week before that, so it's not going to be an easy one for the Hounds.
I think our jaws dropped on that one. I think that was a definite letdown game for Big Spring. I don't see West Perry as too much of a threat to Shippensburg if they play well. I think they've been outscored by nearly 100 points in the entire season. So even though they won last week against Big Spring, you look at their total body of work and you think Shippensburg should have the edge if they play well.
Speaking of Big Spring, they host Waynesboro, and I know I covered the game that Big Spring beat Ship, and the Big Spring coach said he was really worried about a letdown after winning the LBJ, and sure enough, it happens. It's amazing how often you can see that in high school football. It's just
Waynesboro might want to watch out. Big Spring just likes to run it right at them. That's what Greencastle did last week, so they're going to have to be prepared up front.
If you can stop Big Spring's fullback, Colby Witten, you pretty much stop their offense, so that'll be a big key. James Buchanan at Northern lost to Gettysburg last week, so they're probably a little upset there. It's probably not a good situation for the Rockets.
No, JB's struggled all season. They didn't have Coy Quivers last week and just had like 35 yards of offense, so they're looking to get on track against a angry and hungry Polar Bears team that's not used to being under 500 at this point of the season.
That's true. Chambersburg playing at Harrisburg on Saturday at 2. They're going to have their hands full too, because the Cougars look like they're really rolling this year. They've got quite an offense going. They scored 32 on State College last
42.
week. 42, excuse me, on State College last week. So they've got some athletes and they've got a good offense right now.
Yeah, I saw Derek Burkhardt walking around with his ankle all in a boot, and that says a lot about the Chambersburg's chance that they just some of their skill players are out. And the backups haven't taken shape yet. Predictably, they can't expect them to come in and do what some of the starters have done.
Yeah.
I know the Harrisburg quarterback, Jalen Fitzpatrick, has been a scoring machine this year, so he'll be one to watch. Just hopefully the Trojans can slow him down.
And then we have Blair at Mercersburg Academy playing at the James Buchanan under the lights. A little unusual. Know anything about Blair?
I know they've won 9 of the last 10 meetings, and normally they've been lopsided. Mercersburg had a chance last week against Lawrenceville, but their last pass came up short in the end zone. So I know it'll be nice for them to play under the lights, get that high school experience that they normally don't get at Mercersburg Academy.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for joining us for Sports Talk. Have a good week and enjoy the games.